We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. 56. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He cannot hang on. It's 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
To the air, Allen. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So no gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Allen to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. The guy's man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Wright. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
At the Bills' 26-yard line.
Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and long.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He'll try and do this himself. Now a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Miami defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 20.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert!
Allen going to change the look here. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Here's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins 0. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Terrell Bernard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a first and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Second and 17 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Now a second and 10. He'll drop to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Dolphins 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. That's completed right side to Palmer. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's again complete to Palmer. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Running right, here's Achane. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Dragon 60. Come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
Well, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19! What's that?
Backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action here on first down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and 10. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Orange, 17.
Back to throw again.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
A toss to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. To the air, Allen. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. This taken in by Kincaid. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. From 19 yards away. And the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead. Bass on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 24, Dolphins 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Sanders in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Allen going to run with it. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, 73 yards. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A give up the middle to right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Another Dolphins first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wright's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So for the Bills, it's just their second win here in 11 tries this season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Miami, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.